tonight. Bad news for Democrats, bad news for Republicans, but maybe some good news for the country. That is the subject of this evening's Talking Points. Memo, let's take it step by step. In one of the most shameful expositions I've ever seen, the U.S. government is allowing a private charity, the Fisher House, to fund the funerals for at least 26 military people killed in Afghanistan. As we reported last night, that's an outrageous scandal. President Obama could have signed an executive order that would have stopped the madness, but he did not. Yesterday, the House voted 425 to 0 to allow funding. The Senate, under heavy pressure, followed this afternoon. So Fisher House will be reimbursed if any money went out. But again, there's no excuse for this ever to have happened. It's a huge embarrassment to the nation. Also embarrassing, this exchange between White House correspondent Ed Henry and Jay Carney.
Jay, when did the president learn specifically that the military death benefits would not be paid?
Again, Ed, for the third time.
Well, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, and it was asked. I can tell you that when he did learn, he asked.
Yesterday?
Ed, I don't know specifically.
But Carney certainly should know. He's stonewalling. President Obama knows when he learned of it. So why doesn't Jay Carney? That's exactly what happened in the Benghazi scandal. Stonewalling. The left was outraged when Richard Nixon did that kind of stuff, but is largely silent now. This is not a partisan analysis. Stonewalling is not what our elected officials are supposed to do. Now, there is some movement in Washington on the shutdown. Reports say there may be a deal on short-term debt, but there's no question that both parties have taken a major hit. President Obama's approval rating is down to 37% in the latest Associated Press poll. And today, a new Gallup poll says the Republican Party is now at a record low, with just 28% of Americans approving of it. Talking Points predicted this would happen when I talked with Amy Kramer, the chairman of the Tea Party Express. I mean, the Republican leadership, Speaker Boehner and the others, well know that if the government were shut down by some kind of defunding, that independence that the Republican Party needs to gain in the 2014 elections would be angry. Now, after I said that, I received a lot of angry mail from hard right viewers. While I understand how furious some of you are over Obamacare, and I respect that because I don't like it either, it's my job to tell you the truth, not to tell you what you want to hear, as so many other media people do. So now the Republican Party finds itself in trouble, big trouble. Obamacare is not going to be defunded, and the GOP will have to make a deal with the president. And you know who's most happy about this? Hillary Clinton, that's who. Hard-right Americans should understand that the Democrats will win next year's midterm elections and the presidency of 2016 if the Republican Party does not begin to solve problems. Again, Talking Points understands Obamacare is not good for the country, but that must be vividly proven in order for the Democrats to take a massive hit. And the only way that will happen is if the law collapses, which it well might. When Americans begin to see their insurance premiums, co-pays, and deductibles go up, and their doctors not readily available, there's going to be a lot of anger and the tide will turn. In the meantime, there is disarray in Washington, dishonor directed at military heroes, and general chaos all around.